So whenever you have I have a large text or string. So for example, I have a string like so this is my PAN number. So for example, I have a string like this. See now here I need to identify. I need to extract or I need to fetch date of birth, PAN number, and my email ID. So usually, see, you will come across this in the real time. Oh, sorry. Now it is visible, right? So this is my string, and my requirement here is we need to extract all these values. So that means one is my date of birth and my PAN number and then email ID. So how do you do that? So usually if you want to do this kind of extraction, so we usually do that string manipulation. So in order to do string manipulation, it requires a lot of coding skills. See, it's not that much easy to extract only the mail ID, only the PAN number, PAN number. So there might be see, the position of each and every the required values will change. See now here it is after my mail ID. So it might be maybe in the beginning of the string, or it might be in the end of the string, or this might be date of birth will be in the beginning of the string. Okay, or in middle of see the position will change and it will be anywhere else in the string. It is not only in the in this position, but you are able to identify entire string, the date of birth and the PAN number, and then followed by email ID. How do you do that? So the best way to extract, that means, so regular expression is for based on the search pattern. If you are able to extract that pattern, used by string searching algorithms are to find and replace. That is called a search pattern. Okay. So in that case, so usually you see I'm a layman. What is that layman? I don't know anything. I'm not from technical background. Okay. So I don't know anything how to use that regular expression, how to frame it, how to develop that regular expression, how to create the, such a expression in order to identify mobile number, or sorry, what is that? Yes, mobile number, and then followed by what is that, email ID or a date of birth or what is it, PAN number. So what did you see? There are a lot of features like no requirements. So then how do you do that? So usually I don't know anything. So for practice or to learn how to frame an expression. Okay, so in online we will get this regexor.com. Okay, so in the expression, so there are two things. Here it is test and add test. So here I will I'm going to write an expression. So in order to write an expression, use brackets. So in these brackets, A to Z. So this is small case. A is small case and Z is small case. A to Z means all the alphabets. See, whatever it may be, the frame or like a word or sentence in between A to Z only, whatever the combination it might be. It will not go beyond that, right? See, we have only like no ABCD up to Z. So after Z, we do not have any like no letters, right? So it will identify a matches a character in the range A to Z. Usually we can call it say A to G. So I'm going to follow. So here it is fast. So now I will use. So this is also identified because if I use now it is failed. Why? Because it is not with the characters. It is of digits. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to 9, 0 to 9 is a digits, right? It's not a characters. So and then so in order to see this will accept only, see for example if I use uppercase, what will happen? See it is not identified, right? Because this is also a case sensitive. So uppercase and small case. The same I will write. So now it is identified and passed. Match any. So what is this? Match full text, match none. Okay. So here at the same time I will write like brackets 0 to 9. See all the digits come up in between 0 to 9 only. So if it is a 10,000 like no 1 lakh or 10,000 like no 10 lakhs or 1 crore, whatever the values it should be in between the 0 to 9 only, whatever the combination it might be. So we don't need to worry about, but the like no digits are from 0 to 9. So now it is, see what will happen. So it is a small case, it should accept, right? Why it was not accepted? Because see here we are providing an expression with, it should be start with A to Z and should be 0 to 9. Just put, or if you want to restrict, A to Z. So use curly braces. So 1 comma only 5. So that means it consider the match between, so in between 1 and 5. And then if you want to restrict it, so 1 up to 5. So for example, see why it is taking 0 to 5. So it is highlighted with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll see this first will. So 0 to and then, so I would like to include small to upper, sorry, uppercase, all the uppercase letters as well. Okay, so it is identified and it will be considered as what is that? So it is accepted, this pattern as well. So if I remove this one, so what will like here, what is the pattern we are searching for? We are searching the pattern as small case and letters and then uppercase. Fine. So then only it will accept. So it will not accept any other pattern. So this is how we will see here character set, like now ABC. What is this? ABC. Okay. So ABC is nothing but is failed. So why it is not accepting? Okay. So come down. So here flag is that. It is a global. G is for global slash G, no? That means, and then case insensitive. See, A to Z. If I use if A to sorry, A to Z. So if I give the value as hello, and here if I select case insensitive, so it will accept small case and uppercase as well. So all the values are uppercase and all the values are small case. So that is the reason like now I selected case sensitive. So slash G slash I. So then like now we have different options, right? Like now M for multi-line it accepts, so like now multi-line characters or single line characters or like now Unicode or sticky notes. So like that, like now we can define. So we need to identify even if you provide a space. Okay. So for that, what we have to do? Plus yes. Okay. So in this case, so if we like if it has to accept the space as well, then you have to use slash s. Okay. So here a range A to Z or match any space in between. Okay. So for example, if you want to accept word, so for that, so I will use slash W. So what is this? Slash any word character only matches low ASCII characters equivalent to this one, A to Z 0 to 9 and then underscore. See, this is word is slash W we can provide. So we don't need to provide entire this pattern. So if you provide slash W, it will accept entire the word like now in the text. So if we use capital, what is this? It's not a word. And if you want to accept only digits, see, for example, I am giving this hello, so it is not accepted. So for that, if I use see 1, 2, 3, 4 plus D is for digit. And in the pattern, if you have any dot, so for example, Gmail dot, that is a digit, right? It will accept. Okay. So see, what is the pattern? Your input data is there, and according to that, you have to white space classes, no white space, small capital S. Okay, Unicode category and like no digit means small like no slash D, and like no not digit slash one. Okay, Unicode script. These are all the examples. Like now, how do you define this? So slash D. Not also. Okay, so this is how we will phrase like now a pattern or expression. Now, so in order to, how do you define this in UiPath? How do you define the regular expressions in UiPath? More notes in the software. So, see, in order to identify, that means in order to, what is that? So, we have for regular expressions, uh, a package called strings. So, for regular expression, there are three types of activities available in order to work with the regular expressions. See, this is you have to explain in interview. What are the regular expressions? So the first one is each match. Yeah, sorry, each match. So this is, and then here we have an option called configure regular expression. This is so literal I. So each match, what is the output you will get? You will get a boolean result, a boolean type of output. Control K. So each match will give you only boolean, whether it is a match with the input and the format provided. That means a pattern provided to the to that input, whether it will be matched or not. So what is the input string we will use? Uh, my email ID is abc dot at. This is my input data. So here I need to identify and test it whether email ID is presented in the string or not. That means whether email ID is there or not. So what is the pattern? And what is the reject option? So reject option will be ignore case, whatever the case it might be. And come over here. So here, now we have an option called rejects. See what and all it is. So it is digit. See what is the values last. So here, if I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, see it is, see highlighting means it is accepting. At the same time, if I use, see, it is not highlighting. That means that it doesn't accept. So literal. What is this ABC? So if I give like, it will not. See whatever the value it is there here, that value it has to and digit. One of the, what is this one of the? So it will not. So again, the value will be. So that means anywhere in the text. So if it is there, like my ABC, then it will identify. So under quantifiers is exactly we want to match it, or any means 0 or more. At least one means at least one of the words should be matched, or 0 or 1, or between X and Y. So these are the quantifiers variables. And when you go for not one of, that means, so other than this, other than the value ABC, whatever it is there, it has to be select map. Then we will use not. At the same time, anything, whatever the text is there, and there is, so you don't need to filter that. So whether I need only this or rather I need only that. So we don't need to fill that. So in that purpose we will use anything. Will any word character. So any word. So these are all the words, right? Hello, ABC, then DAF, ABC. These are all the words. So it has, and then any white space. So here, so this is white space. So if I do not provide any gap, it is not at all identifying. Correct? That is, so if you provide a white space, so it will, okay, this is, and see, these are all the regex pattern start with. So and then full expression, what is this? So and then regex option, ignore case we have selected. That is the reason, like now we have got it over here. So start with is like now start with means use the what is that like now up arrow. That means the symbol. So and like now ends with means we have to use dollar. Okay, advanced. So if you want to provide any some pattern. So here, for example, the value is A to Z, and it is 1 to 4. Then 0 to 9, and it is 1 to 4. So for example, if I giving my fan number as okay, so here I will use again A to Z of only one. Okay, so this is the pattern I provide, and in order to, so wherever it is there in my string, the pan number can be easily identified. Like now, see, you have to see the pattern. What is the pattern? Like now, the pan number is follows. So we have to write the like no, what is that pattern according to your requirement. Because there are different ways to write. See, do not think that like no, this is the only way you have to like write in order to identify a fan number, sorry, fan number, like that. So we'll have email. So these are all the like now some of the things where it will like now here I write like it is identified. So if you provide a email wherever it may be, so if you select it, it will identify the email and URL. So URL is https UiPath, sorry, docs.uipath, See, it is identify the URL. Like no, see, for example, like no, in your string, if you want to identify a email or if you want to identify a what is that URL and you would like to identify uh, what and all is there. So US date and US phone number. So all of them. So these patterns we can able to use and we will identify whether this is matched or not. Okay. So US date 10/6. It is identified. The date field is identified. So here, what is the input you provided? Here we provided input as email ID. So go to regular expression and select here, come down. So email. Click on save. Okay. So here, so now we have used is match, right? So is match, when we will use is match. So we would like to know that whether an email ID is presented in the particular string or not. That's it. So we won't extract it. So we just check it or verify or apply a condition whether it can be what is that? Present in a string or not. That's it. So based on that, like now I would like to take a condition, like no decision whether we are like no if it is email is available. So what to do? See, it is we got that true. Same like no I can write different text over here. Okay, my input data I can provide like no date of birth I can provide. Like my I provide my PAN number. I provide my what is that? My maybe like no in the string like no date of join I can put. Okay, date of join and date of birth in the input. Okay, so in that, so I will use is match. Okay, so what is the another one? When I use string, so we have matches. What is this matches? This is also same, but the output is the difference. See, passing the input data to the matches and each match is the same, but the output matches will give like what all the match. For example, like whenever you are identifying, so I defined right here my date of birth. Okay, so because like no, I have to write it. So this is my input string. Okay, so and then just go over here, come over here. So it is compiled. Okay, ignore case. Regular expression. So here, what do you like now? See, what and all needs to be identified. First of all, it has to identify email. Okay. So here, I'm going to put multiple conditions. Plus, it has to identify date of birth, right? US date. And it has to identify. So I have provided one more thing is I will use the advanced. So here I have to write A to Z one comma 4. That means that is the length. So it has to accept A to Z means like now see the what is the pattern of PAN number. So it is BDH. This is 5. Okay. But here we have to provide, we provided only 4, right? So and then 0 to 9. So what is this pattern here? 0 to this. See, the original PAN number should be like this. So it is 4 digits. Okay, so here it is 4. It should be curly braces 0 to 9, 1 to 4, 1 to 4, A to Z, it is of only the last character is only one value. Okay, so just select this one and click on save. Go to properties. Under the properties, so we have made some changes, right? Just make sure that so what is the result? So the result here it is Control K. It is so in order to identify better, like segregate it, matches result. Okay. So what is this? The collection of found matches. It is a IEnumerable data. So IEnumerable is a collection, right? So we have to use for each. So now I want to like now retrieve all the values. So what are the matches we got? So here it is under matches. So I write right line. Okay. So here what is this item? So what is this here? So here it is not an object. So it is of type match. Okay, match is a text dot regular expression, but it is of type IEnumerable, right? You see that like now what is that? So maybe so item. So when we go to the output of this matches, what is this type? It is a IEnumerable match, because that is the reason I select like no match. item dot, see what and all we get. Captures, group, SQL, length, like no name, then followed by success, does to string dot value. Okay. So I would like to display this in line by line. I'm just taking one more. So for that environment, see, I want to like no fill this value row by row. Say for example, like this. So for example, first it will identify, okay, so like mail ID, and then down date of birth down, and like this it has to display. So for that I use environment dot new line. Okay, and just run it. Where it is? Why we got false? Where? Oh, here it is. Go to output. Hey, what is this? We did not get anything. So it is not identified. Use any then. So here is any. So here is any. Okay. And click on. Oh, what we get matches system dot nested quantifier message dot asset. Why we cannot use multiple values? Use at least one or more, at least one or more, at least one. It is not transparent. We remove all, we will have only email. We will use plus and then what is this? US state. Will identify where is the issue. So here itself we are getting an error. Expression expected. What expression? Compiler error encountered. So maybe it is not accepting multiple values. So first we see email address. So in this case, my email ID, and then so what is it? Official email ID is the maybe it accepts only one pattern. It is not accepting multiple patterns. That is the reason I believe. Yes. See now. See how many of them are there. So it has provided a like no a new line. That is the so Sudhakar first email and then second email. Similarly, if you want to apply for so I deleted the like no the extra one which is there. So now I would like to apply for like no, only date of birth. Okay. Just now year state. So it is accepting only one at one time. See, whatever the date we provided. So if you want to get all these values, so we have to use multiple match like what is that activities, and we can get all these values so that we can combine. Okay. Uh, like all the values like now we are together we will put into one collection, and we will do whatever it may be according to our requirement. This is about matches. So the last one is replace. So replace is simple. So what is the input data you have? For example, I mail it. See, we can use whatever it may be. Just telling that, for example, so this is about my like, string. So and then so here I compile this one, and then what I do, I will replace the see replace is nothing but what are the pattern we are searching for. Like now instead of that we are going to replace with, for example, like at go to configure, and what we have to do, we have to see this pattern is same. What are the rejection action you would like to perform, that is same across all. So now replace, right? So what is the output? So here is the result. What is this? It is a string. Control K. Result replace. So here we will use what is the result we get. So that result we will result. See, so whatever it is there, so it is replaced with that, and whatever the text it is there, entire text has been displayed as a result. Okay, so here like no, like where what is the pattern you would like to see? If it is a date of birth, okay, so in the date of birth you would like to, or if it is a PAN number, or if it is a whatever it might be, like no, what is the pattern you would like to, so that pattern you want to replace it. So that's all about regex. And one more thing is, so important thing is in regex, say I give me a second. One minute. So I told last time, uh, Chappu Vijay, so we have like no, see, I faced one of the interview question, like I have a string like, hello, for example, I would like to display this like letter by letter, H, L, L. See, however, it is a word, right? This can be converted into letter and display the result. This is the like one of the assignments someone asked me to do that. Okay. So in this case, how do you do that? See, in order to like no get the like no pass the input as one sentence, and output we get as display that letter by letter or character by character. So we have a one of, so just now we have seen matches, use matches, and in the regular expression, So regex, in regex you have to select any word character. Click on save. Come to the property. So what is the input string? So for example, like no evening. So here I would select Control K. Already we did not delete it, right? So matches regex. And then use for each loop. See, it is a word, right? Word can be converted into letters. So what is this? Here matches, and then so right line. So here it is item. So we have to take this to what rather than object. What we have to take is a match, right? So in the type argument we have to select match. So item dot value. I like no. This is one of the like no assignment I got whenever I attend an interview. Okay, so it is displayed, I believe, maybe. See, like no, it is displayed EVENING. Okay, all the letters has been displayed.
Now repeat again, Anna. Ide Anna. Adi matches second.
So matches, just go to the configure regular expression. Here I selected any word character. That's it, simple, like no, what is it? So we have seen before an example, right, with this, but we did not use regex, but we have used the regex pattern as email, URL, US date, like an email we have used. We did not use any word character. So just now I selected any word character and then select save. So here, what is the input like no data we would like to pass? So we have passed this one. So this is, it will change according to that. Pattern is /W. Okay. And then I just looped it because like now we need to display character by character, right? That's it. It will be a like no, what is that? IEnumerable data. So character can be stored in the memory, like no, a character. Got it? This is all about regular expressions. Okay, so tomorrow we will see one more important item is there. So all are important only. So definitely you will get in the interview question like we'll speak maybe state mission. Tomorrow we'll speak about the state mission. If possible, like now we will select how do you make a call for web API. Okay, how to call web API requests from UiPath. This is also one of the very important feature. Okay, friends. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye, Allah.